Welcome to Generation Car, where we break down everything you need to know about the future of automobiles. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most exciting and controversial topics in the automotive world: self-driving cars. They've been all over the news, and you've probably heard all the hype about how they will revolutionize how we drive. But here's the big question: will self-driving cars really take over? Or is the technology not quite ready for prime time? Well, buckle up, because we're about to explore the truth behind the self-driving car hype, what's really going on with the technology, how far we've come, and if we're really on the verge of a driverless revolution. Let's get started. Part 1. What are self-driving cars? So let's break it down. What exactly is a self-driving car? In simple terms, self-driving cars, or autonomous vehicles, AVs, are cars that can drive themselves without human intervention. These cars rely on sensors, cameras, LiDAR, light detection and ranging, and AI-powered software to understand the world around them and navigate safely. In theory, the car uses this tech to handle all aspects of driving, from steering to braking, all while ensuring passenger safety. Now, the level of autonomy varies from car to car. The SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers, defines 5 levels of autonomous driving, from level 0, no automation, all the way to level 5, full autonomy. Right now, most self-driving systems like Tesla Autopilot or Waymo are somewhere around level 3 or level 4, meaning the car can drive on its own in some conditions, but the driver still needs to be alert and ready to take control at any moment. Part 2. The promise of self-driving cars. The dream of self-driving cars has been floating around for decades, and it's easy to see why people are so excited about them. Imagine this: you could read a book, take a nap, or catch up on work while your car handles the drive. The potential benefits of autonomous vehicles are huge. First off, we're talking about safety. Since 95% of car accidents are caused by human error, self-driving cars have the potential to drastically reduce traffic accidents, injuries, and fatalities. These cars would never drive distracted, and they wouldn't get tired or drunk. And think about the convenience. Commuting time could turn into productive or relaxing time, as you're no longer focused on the road. And let's not forget about traffic management. With AI-powered cars communicating with each other, we could see smoother traffic flow, reduced congestion, and even shorter commutes. On top of that, self-driving cars could have a huge impact on transportation accessibility. For people who are elderly or disabled, autonomous vehicles could be life-changing, offering newfound freedom without the need for a human driver. It's also a potential game-changer for ride-sharing services, making companies like Uber and Lyft even more efficient and cost-effective. Part 3. The reality behind the hype. Sounds pretty amazing, right? But here's the reality: self-driving cars aren't there yet. Sure, we've made incredible strides in autonomous technology, but there are still some serious challenges to overcome before we see fully autonomous cars on the roads everywhere. For one, the technology isn't flawless. Even the most advanced systems today, like Tesla's Autopilot, rely on human oversight. They're great for highway driving in ideal conditions, but when things get tricky, like bad weather, unclear road markings, or unpredictable human drivers, these systems can falter. Another issue is the regulations surrounding autonomous vehicles. While some places are making progress, like Arizona and California, others are still working through the legal and ethical frameworks. For example, liability in the event of a crash. Who's at fault if an autonomous vehicle causes an accident? The car manufacturer, the software company, or the car owner? These are questions that need to be resolved before we can see mass adoption. Then there's the infrastructure issue. Roads, traffic signs, and signals are designed for human drivers, not robots. For self-driving cars to operate efficiently, the entire infrastructure needs to adapt. We'd need smart traffic lights, better road markings, and systems that can communicate directly with the vehicles. Part 4. The road ahead. So, is the self-driving revolution just around the corner? Not exactly. While companies like Waymo, Tesla, and Cruise are making major strides, we're still years away from a fully autonomous, driverless society. The future of self-driving cars is more likely to be a mix of human drivers and AI assistants for the next decade or so, rather than an instant switch to total automation. That being said, autonomous driving technology will continue to improve and evolve. We're likely to see Level 4 autonomy in more limited environments, like specific cities or geo-fenced areas, where the conditions are perfect for self-driving cars to operate safely. This will give the tech time to mature before we dive into Level 5 autonomy, the point where no human intervention is needed at all. In the long term, we might see a world where self-driving cars dominate, but a human takes over. It's not just about the cars themselves, it's about the entire ecosystem surrounding them. But one thing is clear, the future of driving is definitely going to look a lot different. So will self-driving cars take over? Maybe, just not as soon as the hype suggests. It's a work in progress and we're definitely moving in the right direction, but there's still a lot to figure out. What do you think? Are you ready to hand over the wheel, or are you more cautious about the autonomous revolution? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos on the latest in automotive technology. Thanks for tuning in to Generation Car, and I'll see you in the next one.